2, Iowa. Lane number 3, Ohio State. Lane number 4, Michigan. Lane number 5, Indiana. Lane number 6, Rutgers. Lane number 7, Minnesota. And lane number 8, Michigan State. And the crews are all backed into the starting line. And I can tell you this, it's a little bit more breezy out here right now. I certainly, it's good racing conditions, but it's a little bit more of a cross breeze. So it'll be a little bit more of a challenge for the coxswains to get this race started with their crews headed right down the middle of the lanes. But this promises to be a barn burner. I had interesting conversations with most of the head coaches yesterday, and I'll tell you what, there's a little bit of nervous flying around out here today, and it's kind of fun because there are several crews here that can actually win this race. So this should be very, very interesting. The officials are polling the crews now. We're all aligned. What a great regatta. What a great day for crew racing out here today. My hats off to Willie Black and Angela and the whole production staff here at the Eagle Creek Reservoir, and certainly for the Big 10 Network for putting this all together for us. And the red flag is dropped, and they're off. They're off. So a little over 6 minutes from now, we'll know who the conference champion is for this year, and the 1v8 champion as well. Some really solid starts out here. I'll tell you what, not a wobble in the field. Everybody's flying off this first 250. I'll tell you what, watching these 1v8s take off is like watching the Blue Angels fly over. Precision, power. I'm going to be able to give you your early leader soon, but this field is really closely packed. So right now, Michigan's your early leader. They have about a 4 or 5 foot lead over Indiana, Ohio State, and Rutgers. Big statement by Rutgers here in the first 500 meters. As we go through the 500-meter mark, it's Michigan with about a 5 foot lead over Rutgers and another 2 or 3 feet back to Indiana. And Ohio State's in 4th right now, about a half a length down on Michigan and about 10 feet down on Rutgers. And then you go back to 5th, and we've got Minnesota and Iowa. Great race for 4th and 5th there, 5th and 6th for Iowa and Minnesota. And then still, you've got Michigan State and Wisconsin really close together. I'll tell you, in the second 500 meters, Michigan's making a statement here. They're taking control of this race, and it's about 3/4 of a boat length now. Michigan over, Ohio State's moved up, and Rutgers. Michigan, Ohio State and Rutgers are dead even right now. 1,100 meters to go, and Indiana's not 5 feet off that pace. So Michigan's controlling the race right now. Ohio State's on the move. Let's see if they have that big push in the third 500 like they have in some of the earlier races today. So we're halfway down the track. It's Michigan by almost a boat length over Ohio State. Ohio State and Rutgers dead even. Indiana about a third of a length behind Ohio State and Rutgers. So that's your top four crews. And then fifth and sixth is Iowa. Maybe Iowa has a little bit of a lead now over Minnesota. And Wisconsin has about a half a length over Michigan State. So in the third 500 now. Michigan, at 37.5 strokes a minute, has almost a boat length now over Ohio State. Ohio State's at 36 strokes a minute, understroking them by just a little bit. Ohio State's got a good, solid second place now. And Rutgers is really storming right now. They're at over 40 strokes a minute. Rutgers at 40 with 600 meters left to go. It's Ohio State and Rutgers going neck and neck for second place. Michigan, open water. The greatest two words in rowing is open water, and Michigan's got it right now on the field. Rutgers is moving up on Ohio State. I'd say it's dead even between Rutgers and Ohio State right now, and Indiana's moving back. Holy cow, this race for second place is going to be a real classic barn burner. Rutgers now is in second place. Ohio State shifting gears, they're coming back. It's Rutgers and Ohio State for second place. Indiana's putting pressure on. Right now it's too close for me to call, Mandy. It's up to you.
And this is what we call Big 10 rowing, people. This is it. They're working really hard. Michigan has made a commanding statement right out of the gates. And as you can see, all of these crews, Rutgers, charging. Yesterday they had phenomenal catches during their practices. It was impressive. Ohio State is right there charging and trying to hold them off. And there's Indiana. They are moving right now. Moving. Who's it going to be for second? It is too close to call. The Hawkeyes are right there. I see Wisconsin moving into the picture. Here comes Michigan. They're going to be your Big 10 varsity champions. Who's in second place? Right now, it looks like Indiana. It goes Indiana, then Ohio State, then Rutgers, followed by the Hawkeyes for fifth place. And you've got Minnesota and Wisconsin and Michigan State. That was unbelievable. What a race. When you've got a race that close, it brings the best out of the entire field. And we just saw that. Congratulations.
I hope everyone out there in the sports fans world is ready for this. Michigan won the conference championship with 174 points. Ohio State was second with 169, and it all came down to that last 1v8 race, and that's the way it ought to be here at the Big 10 Conference Championship. So I hope you all had a great day.